Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, thank you. Today on The Young and the Restless, Jack insults Billy, Lauren and Diane gang up on Michael, and Adam lands on the hot seat. At the club bar, Billy tries calling Sally and is forced to leave her a voicemail. He says he believes in her and hopes they can get on the same page as a couple. Jack appears and notices his brother is unsettled. Billy tells him Jill's taken a turn for the worse. Jack is sorry to hear this and hopes Jill will listen to Snapper. He guesses it gives Billy pause about accepting Kane's offer. Billy argues that he's protecting Chancellor. Does Jack have more faith in Kane or Phyllis to run it? Jack wants Nikki to run it. Billy wants it, and he wants to honor his mother and Catherine. Jack urges Billy to walk away and go visit Jill. Billy says she asked him not to come in case they fight. Jack hopes he's not choosing Chancellor over his own mother. Billy's insulted. He's honoring Jill's wishes by staying away. Jack asks what if this is his last chance to make things right. Is he willing to pass that up? Billy's late to meet Sally and Chet's. At Society, Lauren tells Michael that Jill's heart has weakened and she can't have any stress. She called to ask her about Fenmore's. The company still gives her purpose. Michael ruminates about them being so close as sisters. At Society, Lauren tells Michael that Jill's heart has weakened and she can't have any stress. She called to ask her about Fenmore's. The company still gives her purpose. Michael ruminates about them being so close as sisters. Dean happens along, pulls up a chair, and, grinning, tells Michael he was right about Newman being under attack. Victor's company now belongs to Kane and Phyllis. Diane assures her pal this is karma. Victor deserves to reap what he's sown. Lauren irks Michael by agreeing wholeheartedly. She's sure the Newmen find a way to win, but she's more concerned that her husband will get reeled back in to do something nefarious. Michael says he hasn't heard from Victor. Diane and Lauren reply, "Not yet," in unison. They remind him how many times Victor has turned his back on him. Baldwin doesn't expect them to understand his connection to the mustache. His mentor has lost his life's work. He feels for what he's going through. Lauren and Diane are unmoved. Phyllis and Kane enter Victor's office, and she asks if Ashby will put a portrait of himself up where Victor's hung. He suggests she put up a glam shot. She revels in it all being theirs. He nods. The sky's the limit, Phyllis. She settles into Victor's chair and puts her feet up on the desk as they consider a press release and a name. Phyllis suggests Ashby Summers Enterprises. Kane pops her bubble by saying none of what she's imagining is going to happen. Phyllis guesses Kane is pulling rank and reminds him they're partners. Kane says they are, except when it comes to this. It would be stupid to discard the Newman name. Phyllis argues and Ashby points out he wouldn't change Coca-Cola to Kane Cola. What they do with the company is what will put their name in the books. Chelsea joins Victor in the ranch living room, where he assures her that he is planning retaliation against Kane. Chelsea confesses that Adam told her the plan, and she has a big problem with it. Victor fumes when he admits she also told Nikki, who had a great idea. Nikki strolls in and declares that her idea doesn't matter because Victor's already set his plan in motion. "Tell me what you have done with Lily and the twins," she demands. Adam arrives as Nikki complains that she can't reach Lily. She asks her husband again, and Adam chimes in that he'd like an answer to that as well. Did he use him to locate the family and execute the next steps on his own? Victor won't explain himself, but isn't surprised his son couldn't keep his mouth shut. He exits and Adam confronts Chelsea for telling his father he stabbed him in the back. She and Nikki worry about Lily and the twins. Adam's sure they're not in harm's way. The women worry that kidnapping and blackmail are illegal. Adam says they'll have to trust Victor. He's the master of this game. Jack arrives at the Abbott mansion, as Diane finishes a call from Kyle about their profits and consumer confidence being at all-time low. They have to rebuild trust. Jack would still like to nail Victor to the wall for using that AI in the first place. He points out Diane was wrong about Michael helping. She scoffs that he was also wrong about Nikki. Jack and Diane squabble about his relationship with Nikki and his lack of belief in Michael. Diane thinks they have to accept that neither of them will ever cross Victor. Jack stubbornly says they'll have to agree to disagree where Nikki's concerned. One thing they can agree on is Victor is getting exactly what he deserves. Billy walks into society, where Lauren approaches him about Jill. She's so glad they're on speaking terms. She notes her sister wasn't up on Kane and Phyllis' power grab, and she didn't say anything. Billy assures her he won't bring up Chancellor either. Back at the Newman Ranch, Nikki and Chelsea stew about Victor's actions. Adam asks how they'd possibly intervene. Chelsea says they could convince Lily this is a good move. They've been cut out of the process, so they have no idea how far Victor will go. As the women hope for full transparency, Adam wishes them luck. Nikki will keep on Victor. It's the only way to keep Lily safe. She still wants to try to get Lily to go along with this. Adam points out it may be too late. At Newman, Kane smirks as Phyllis rattles on about her plans for the company. This is her way to say, "Screw you," to all the people who didn't believe in her. Kane tells her the people who matter most will know she's the woman behind the curtain. Victor walks in as Ken says, "We have the power now. We are in control." Victor intones, "I wouldn't count on it." Victor wants to talk to Kane alone concerning his family. Kane asks what he could possibly have to say to him about his family. Phyllis tells Victor not to mess up her desk before exiting. At Society, Michael walks up to Lauren and Billy, who guesses he feels caught between his pal Phyllis and Victor. Michael admits watching people you care about try to pulverize each other isn't fun. At the ranch, Nikki is in full hand-wringing mode. She finds it unbearable that she's lost Catherine's company and is now making life worse for Lily. Adam points out that none of this is her fault, it's Victor's. The women want to know how far Adam was willing to go with this. At Newman, Kane asks, "What about my family, Victor?" Victor intones that he needs to sign Newman Enterprises back over to him, or he'll never see his family again. Next on The Young and the Restless, Victor implores his family to trust his plan. For more teasers, see the sneak peek at Thursday, February 5. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our Young and Restless official news channel and stay with us.